but it's absolutely okay. Okay, are you guys able to see? Is it fine now?
Yes.
Okay, this is the question. They say Mrs. Africa is a great
Yes, yes.
teacher. She decided to have one big party to celebrate all the learners in her registered class birthdays. Given below is the till slip she received after some of the shopping for the party. Study the slip or the till slip and answer the questions. Mrs. Africa is a grade 10 teacher and she decided to have one big party to celebrate all learners in her registered class birthdays. Given below is the till slip she received after some of the shopping for the party. This is study the slip and answer the questions. So when you're looking at the slip, where is this coming from? Where is this shopping list from? Which store?
Pick and Pay.
From Pick and Pay.
Perfect. And the cashier is Alway too. And then we have the hamburger buns, 6 each. So it's 8 multiplied by 10 rands, 99 cents. Okay, and then we have the jelly beans and 5 of them at 25 rands each. Ne? And then we have the Maynard's wine gum roll, 20 at 7 rands, 99 each. Ne? Then we have the tomatoes, 1 kg at 17 rands, 99 cents. And then we have the Simba chips, 10 at 15 rands. So it's 10 multiplied by 15, which is 15 rands, which is 150. So the prices that you see there, these prices, all these prices, they just took the 8 multiplied by the price, the number or the units that this person took or bought multiplied by price for price one. So that's 10 Simbas. She bought 10 Simbas, then one costed 15 rand. So that means it's 15 plus 15 plus 15, 10 times. So it's going to be 150. And then we have the crisp lettuce. She bought 4 at 12 rands 99 each. And then we have the large carrier bag, which is 50 cents each. And she bought 3 of those. And then again, she bought dairy milk Oreo slab. She bought 10. And then the Coke Lights, 2 liters, 10 of them. Each was 16 rand 45 cents. So that is the total. 10 multiplied by 10. 10 multiplied by 16 rands 49 cents, which is 164 cents there. And then we have the due VAT inclusive with that amount, and then tender, MasterCard, total items. Okay, 71. That's a lot. With that. Okay. And then we have the tax invoice, taxable value. Then we have the VAT inclusive, which is that one, and then VAT value, which is 100 and that. And then again we have the hashtag, which represent the zero rated, and we also have VAT registration number, which is that one. And again we have the barcode down there. And do we have somebody that knows what does this represent? When you're looking at those numbers there, what do you think they mean?
The date and time.
The date and time. What is the date?
24/02/2020. Time 1854.
The month.
02.
Okay, so it's 24 February 2020. Time is 1854 there. Okay. Now the first question that we are having here, they say, what is the meaning of the hashtag symbol that is found next to certain price? Let's see. We have hashtag here, and where else? Just those two. Yeah. What does that hashtag mean? Tutor, what does the hashtag mean?
Zero.
It means what?
Zero rated goods.
And what does the zero rated mean? What can you say to someone that does not know what is a zero rated mean?
Zero rated goods are goods that don't include VAT.
So zero rated simply means that those goods, when they say a good is zero rated VAT, that simply means that the VAT that is charged on that good is 0%. I get usually now the percentage for VAT now is 15%. So that means if you want to buy something and it's not a zero rated VAT, it is actually charged for VAT. So that means it's going to be added with that 15% of it. So if let's say you're buying something 400 rand and they say we charge a VAT on that thingy, that means you're going to say 100 multiplied by 15, which is going to be 15%, which is going to be 15 rand. So that means the amount that is going to be paid is going to be 115 rand. Okay, but then if you go to the shop and buy something that cost 100 rand and they're saying that that good is a zero rated tax, so that means it's going to be what is going to be 100 multiplied by 0%, which is going to be 0. So that means it's going to be the amount that you're going to pay. It's going to be 100 plus 0, which is 100. Do you guys get it? Zero rated simply means that the VAT that is charged on that good is 0%, which means that they can decide that they don't charge it at 0. They can increase it to 1, they can increase it to 2, they can increase it to 3, whatever percentage they want. It's just that for now it's charged at 0%. Do you guys get it? And then again we have what we call VAT exempt. So VAT exempt means that that goods is not charged VAT. Okay, so that means when they say a good is VAT exempt, there can never be a time, maybe let's say tomorrow, the person who is in charge with this things of adding VAT and everything decide that they want to add a VAT to this product. They're not going to be able to do it because the product is VAT exempt. So that means it's going to be it's not going to be charged VAT even tomorrow, even whatever day. Okay, but if it's 0, that means it can change. It can be a 1%, 15% too. Ne? Do you guys get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. And this is 0 rated. And they say calculate the total cost of hamburger buns. I want to know the total cost of hamburger buns. How are we going to calculate for the hamburger buns?
Ma'am, you multiply 8 by 10.99.
8 multiplied by that, and how much did you get? That's correct.
87.92.
27.9.
87.
80. Okay. Okay, let's do this. 87.90. Okay, perfect. And let's look at 1.3. But before we do it, do we have any question? Anyone who wanna say something? Okay, guys, just make sure that your mic is muted all the time, unless if you want to say something, because if you're having a background noise, it's disturbing. I cannot continue when I'm hearing noises. I lose focus. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Do we have any question? I see there's Sibahle Hadebe, there's Pooh, there's Marvin, and there's Anna. Do you guys understand everything? Do you have any question?
Yes, I do understand. I don't have a question.
No question from Sibahle. Marvin, do you have any question? Anna? I'm gonna bring back my screen. All good, all good. Okay. Just make sure if you wanna make a comment or you want to answer, unmute your mic now. Because as I'm sharing the lesson here, I'm not gonna be able to view the questions under the chats. Okay, let's continue. They say number 3, write the cost of one bag of jelly beans as a ratio, yeah, to what? To the cost of one bag of chips. So it's one bag of jelly beans. So it's one bag of jelly beans and one bag of chips. So that means you're going to, the ratio is whatever is to whatever. So it's going to be 1 jelly beans. Your answer should be like this: 1 jelly beans is to 1 chips. Now, what is going to be our answer for this one? This is a 1. So it's jelly is 2 chips. So let's go to the slip here. Jelly bean is this one, and chips was chips here. Okay, Simba chips. Okay, now what's gonna be our ratio? Guys, are you still there? What's gonna be the ratio? Guys, are you able to hear me? Hello, guys. Are you able to hear me? What's wrong? What's happening here? Let's see. Okay, guys, just make sure that you keep your mic muted all the times, and also avoid doing a video, ne? You don't have to do a video. Okay, are you guys able to hear me now? Is it fine? Oh, good. Okay. Okay, I'll bring back my screen. Let's see. Share the screen. Okay. Okay, so here we are required to do the ratio of jelly beans and Simba chips. So one jelly beans is to one chips, Simba chips. So you're going to take the price because they say the price of jelly beans is to that. So your answer, that means it's going to be 25 is to 15. 25 is to 15. So now you can either leave your answer like this, or you can try to check if you can simplify it. How do you check if it's simplifiable? So what you're gonna do, you're just gonna look at the numbers here. You see you're having 5 here, you're also having 5. So that means both these numbers are multiples of 5. You can divide with a 5. Yeah? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna say 25 divided by 5, because 5 goes in here, it does not leave anything, and also it can also go in here. Okay, so you're going to have 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So that means the ratio now is 5 is to 3. You can either write it as 25 is to 15 or 5 is to 3. It's really up to you. Unless if they specified if they want you to simplify your answer. So if you have a 25 and 15 and they still want you to simplify the answer, they say in simplest form, this is what you're going to have. 5 is to 3. Do we have any question? Are we all good?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Let's look at number 4, 1.4. They say show how the VAT amount of 123 rands 79 cents has been calculated. How has it been calculated? Does anybody know how the VAT of that 123 was calculated? Let me just try to wipe this. Do we have anyone, Tutor? Do you know how it was calculated? Guys, are you still there? Let's see. Sibahle, do you know how it was calculated? So you have Sibahle, Lihlohonolo, and Nomathemba.
No, I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. And thank you. Was that Sibahle?
Yes, it's Sibahle.
Okay, and Lihlohonolo, how was it calculated? Guys, do we have somebody that has an idea of how it was calculated? Guys, are you still there?
I'm still here, but I don't know how to calculate the VETs.
Okay, no problem. Just referring to the rest of the learners. Anna, do you want to say something? Okay. And Manga, are you still there? Do you know how to unmute your mic?
Ma'am, no, I don't know how to calculate the VAT value.
Okay. All right. And let's see, let's all know let's get Nomathemba case, but Nomathemba, do you know how to unmute your mic? How was it calculated? Do you have an idea?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay, you answered me now, sorry. And Tanya Radzwa, do you know how to calculate or how was it calculated? And I think I've asked Tutor. Okay. Okay, I think we'll just have to do it in the next lesson. So now you see what we're gonna do when we are doing a VET as a chapter, okay? What was done here, because it's gonna be much easier when we are doing it from the VET topic. What is happening here? You see, we're having hamburger buns, which is 10.99 each, and we already calculated for it. And we also have, so this one has VAT. Okay, let me do this. Let me use a different color. Let me use red. This one has VAT. This one has VAT, and this one has VAT. Let me just cycle the amounts. And this one also has VAT. This one also has VAT, and this one has VAT, and this one has VAT. So we said 1.2, we got 87 and 90. So 87,90. So these amounts that you're seeing here, they have what? They have a 15% VAT. So what you're going to do now, you're going to add all the amounts together, except for the one with hashtags, because they do not include VAT. Okay, so now you're going to add all the numbers together, or the amount together, the 164, 259, 150 cents, 150, 159, 125, and 87 rands, 90 cents. So you're going to add all those numbers, all those amounts together. Then the amount that you will be getting is the amount that include VAT. Because now in South Africa, the VAT is added to the price. So when you go to a shop and buy bread, and it's written 5 rands, it means that 5 rands already has a VAT in it. It doesn't mean that when you get to the till for you to pay, as you pay, somebody's going to be saying it's going to be 5 rands plus a VAT of 15%. Now you're going to have to pay whatever amount. Do you guys get it? So the amounts that you're seeing here already include VAT. Are we all together? So what they did here, I'm just going to give you a theoretical part. What they did here, they added all the amount together, and then the total is going to be multiplied with what? With let's say we got did somebody try to calculate this amount? And how much did you get? Let's say you got 900 rands. Then the 900 that you're seeing here, it has 15 in it. No? It has 15% in it. So it's going to be plus 15. So it's 115. So the 900 that you're seeing here includes the VAT percentage and the 100%. Now, what are you looking for? You are looking for VAT, so which is 15. So you're going to say 15 divided by 115, because 100 plus that. So this is how they calculated for the 1, 2, 3. So the total amount that you get when you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7, if you get a 900, so you're going to say 900 plus, because this thing include a VAT, and you want to know the 15%, because our VAT is 15%, you want to know the VAT, and then it's going to be 15 divided by 115. So the 115 represent this amount that you see here. Okay, if it didn't include VAT, they've given you an amount that does not include a VAT, and they want you to calculate for VAT. That means you're going to change here. Now you're going to have 100. So because the 100%, it does not have VAT. So the moment it includes VAT, then we're going to say 100 plus 15. Are we all together? So the 900 is not the actual amount I got when I added these. I didn't calculate for it, but when you calculate, you're going to get the correct answer. 900 was just my estimation. It was just a number I picked. Are we all together?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. We're going to do more of those as we are dealing with the types of that and okay. Let's move to number 1.5. Remember to mute your mic, ne, when you're done. When you're done commenting. Ne, guys? Perfect. Mrs. Africa decided to display the birthdays of every child that she teaches in a graph. Study the graph given below and answer the questions that follow. Mrs. Africa decided to display the birthday, and then the heading of the graph is birthday of students by month. Now we have the number of students and the months. So we have January to December, and we also have 0 to 12 as the number of students. Now we're having number of students in January, number of students that have birthdays in January is 3, and then in February is 4, March is 2, April is 3, and then May is 8, June is 10, July is 6, August is 1, September is 7, October is 8, and November is 4, and lastly December is 7. Ne? So if it's between 8 and 6, it's 7, or if it's between two numbers, that it means it's that number in between. And then the other ones you're gonna be able to see, like for February and March, see it's on the line of 4. So that means the number of learners or students that have birthdays February are 4 in Mrs. Africa's class. Now let's go to the question. But before we go to the questions, do we have anyone who doesn't have a better understanding of the graph? Or are we all good?
We're good, ma'am.
Good,
We're
good.
good, ma'am.
Perfect. And the name of the graph, name the type of the graphs that Mrs. Africa used. What are these type of graphs? What do we call them? The ones with bars.
I think
Bar
it's
graph.
bar graph.
Perfect. These are bar graphs. And let's go to 1.5.2. They say, how many learners does Mrs. Africa teach in total? How many learners? And how do we calculate for this one?
We add up all the number of learners that are on the graph.
Okay, and what is gonna be the total in that case?
63.
63, and who's that?
Manga.
Okay. Did all of you get a 63? Because I'm not getting a 63. Who got a different answer? Who got a different answer? Are you guys calculating, or are you done calculating? Okay, Manga, you can mute your mic. Lihlagonolo, how much did you get? What is the total number of learners you got? Sbatle Hadebe, how much did you get as the total number of learners?
I'm still calculating, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, Nomatem Bambuto. How much did you get?
Still busy calculating, ma'am.
Tanya Razwa. How much did you get, Tanya Razwa? And Tutor, how much did you get?
Ma'am, can you please go back to the graph? Ma'am, me, I got 63, ma'am.
Got 63. So Manga got 63, Tutor got 63. And do we have somebody that is still calculating?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll wait. Are you still calculating?
I got 64, ma'am.
64. So we have a 63 and a 64. Okay, cool. Let's do it together. So we are having what? We are having, let me try to wipe these. So that I don't know this. What did I do? We have a 63 and a 64. Okay, let's see. We have 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 8 plus 10 plus 6 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 4. This is 8 plus 4 plus 4 was for November, and then we have 7. We have 7. And are you having this on your calculators? 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 8 plus 10 plus 6 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 4 plus 7. Are you having that? And what's going to be the total?
Yes.
Okay, let me also try to do it. Let's all do it. 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 8 plus 10. No, plus 10 plus 6 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 4 plus. I am getting a 73. So that means the correct answer for this one is going to be 63. So that one that got a 64, you probably missed a number somewhere in there. So the correct answer is 63. Unless if you punch your calculator again and you still got a 64, then that means I probably calculated it wrong. Okay, do we have any questions so far? Are we all good? Do we
No,
have
ma'am, no question.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, 1.5.3 says write down the months in which the second most birthdays are celebrated. Write down the month or months in which the second most birthdays are celebrated. But before we do this, why are they asking a question and they write something like this? What does that mean?
They're trying to say that there's more than one answer, basically.
they're trying to say there could be more than one. There's that possibility. So it either can be one or can be more than one. Okay, there's possibility of both situations. So now what's going to be the answer for this one? Which month?
I think it's October and May.
October and May, the second. So it's October and May. Are those the second best or the second most? No, sorry, second most birthday celebrated. Are those the months in which the second most birthdays are celebrated? Do you all agree to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think this was the last question. This is the last question for today's lesson. And I just want to hear from you guys. Do we have any question? Did you understand what we were doing today? I just want to make sure that next time when we meet, we start on a clean slate. Do we have any question?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Perfect. As long as you guys understood, I'm okay. But before we do this, let's do this.